Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam, we sincerely complete with technical glitch, and thank you all for being patient with us. End Pregnancy. End Pregnancy is a program offered by Swamiji, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, that literally brings enlightened beings to planet Earth. End Pregnancy is a revival of this Vedic science of creating a new generation of enlightened human beings. It empowers parents to be genetic engineers of their babies during the end parenting program, perceiving pregnancy as a conscious choice and not an accident. Let us now watch a video on the end pregnancy and the work of His Divine Holiness to create new enlightened beings.
Hiranyakashipu was a powerful demon king. To attain the power to vanquish Lord Narayana, he went to pray to Lord Brahma. At that time, his wife Kayathu was pregnant. Lord Indra knew about it, and he dragged Kayathu out of her home in the intention of killing her baby. Sage Narada came just in time and rescued her. Kayathu requested Narada to let her stay in his ashram until the child was born. At the hermitage, Kayathu had no opportunity to witness any violent things. Instead, she heard only Lord Vishnu's stories narrated by Narada. Her entire lifestyle had also changed from that of a demon queen to serving the sage in all humility and gratitude. Thus, Prahalada, the son of a demon king, was born as a virtuous being ever to live. End Pregnancy Care. Conscious conception, conscious pregnancy, conscious birthing, conscious parenting. Most mothers, in their unawareness, sow the wrong patterns into the baby's body as biomemories. The very moment a couple decide to have a baby, they have sown a seed of conscious parenting in them. What exactly is her role as a mother? Her responsibility, her active contribution in this beautiful journey. Can she alter the genetic expression in the baby? Can she teach the baby in the womb? Does the intelligence of the baby also lie in her hands? The answer to all these and more is what end pregnancy care attempts to provide. The essence of end pregnancy care works towards consciously creating a beautiful body of the baby with positive biomemories. In other words, creating the perfect receptacle by the parents-to-be for a conscious landing of an intelligent soul. All the Vedic practices offered in this program have a scientific basis behind them for an intellectual understanding. Interactive workshops provide a clear understanding to live a conflict-free lifestyle through the breaking of strong patterns which govern one's life. The program works towards consciously handling every pattern and emotion in the mother on the one side, with her getting established in positive emotions on the other.
All your patterns, concepts, idea, that only makes the other person look wrong. Your fantasies only makes the other person look wrong. It is time you understand and alter your patterns. Look into the depths of your being and transform you.
A clear understanding about Vedic marriage is given to help the couple to attain fulfillment in their relationship, ultimately taking them beyond it. It speaks of conscious parenting and creating the perfect environment, a home and not a house. Listening to special music during pregnancy brings about enhanced attention spans, improved sleep patterns, increased cognitive development, and sharper language skills in the baby. In the mother, music reduces the stress, anxiety, and depression. The meditative practices create an increased awareness of all the thoughts, which in turn helps her to become aware of her patterns, thereby handling them efficiently. In time to come, the number of thoughts spontaneously drop. The yoga works at the level of the body, the breath, and the mind. The monthly practices help the couple to achieve a state of mindfulness in every action of theirs. On the physical plane, it prepares the body for a conscious, normal birthing. The vibrations generated from the Vedic chants have a deep healing effect on the mother and the baby. This is the essence of Vedic education in the womb, which promotes right brain learning, leading to an increased intelligence and creativity in the baby.
Many great masters and sages so hail and adore you. The Rudra, Aditya, Vasu, Satya.
Through intense visualization, this powerful meditative practice works towards actualizing every dream of a parent baby at the physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual plane. A beautiful form of communing with the baby, Garbha Samvara. Conscious birthing is considered to be that auspicious time when a soul enters a prepared body, and that happens the moment any part of the body of the baby comes in touch with the prana, the life force or energy. The manner in which this soul is received at the time that it claims the body becomes important. The program provides the knowledge to create a loving spiritual ambience at the time of birthing to help the soul fulfill the purpose of its birth. The program does fulfill every parent in bringing out their dream child, but more importantly, it gives them an understanding that it is only in their capacity to bring
your life from this view, then you will have the power to respond intelligently to life.
A woman is intense passive life energy on planet Earth, who in her capacity can uplift human consciousness. This is by far the most important responsibility of a woman on planet Earth. End pregnancy care, conscious conception, conscious pregnancy, conscious birthing, conscious parenting.
In His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Swamiji's own words, End pregnancy is a cosmic airport, a cosmic welcome center with the required medical care and the energy of enlightenment for the souls entering planet Earth.
बम्मा बम्मा ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। बम्मा बम्मा ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। बम्मा बम्मा ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। बम्मा बम्मा ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। दिम्मिक्कड़दक ताला दिम्मिक्कीड़ ताकुड़द ताಳ तवोड्डद। दिम्मिक्कड़दक ताला दिम्मिक्कीड़ ताकुड़द ताळ तवोड्डद। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। अबर बासुगै गरम बाजदी अगेन नाम सतु नित्य आनंदा। अबर बासुगै गरम बाजदी अगेन नाम सतु नित्य आनंदा। ताल मंदिर बहुदाम सत्सुर मंडलगी सुरबाजा। ताल मंदिर बहुदाम सत्सुर मंडलगी सुरबाजा। वेणुवासरे अमृत कुंडलिकी तारिकृतग तवाटकजा। वेणुवासरे अमृत कुंडलिकी तारिकृतग तवाटकजा। नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जाग नारद गणमे उबर सत्या। नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जाग नारद गणमे उबर सत्या। दिम्मिक्कड़दक ताला दिम्मिकीड़ ताकुड़द ताळ तवोड्डद। दिम्मी दिम्मिकीड़ದಾಗ दिक्क ताला दिम्मिकीड़ ताकुड़द ताळ तवोड्डद। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। अबर बासुगै गरम बागिदी द्रिम्मि मृदंग। अबर बासुगै गरम बागिदी द्रिम्मि मृदंग। नवाब सारंगी सितार किनरे अबर बासुगै मुगर सिंगा। नवाब सारंगी सितार किनरे अबर बासुगै मुगर सिंगा। ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। बम्मा बम्मा ता तैय तैय नक दिन भजन करे। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। दिम्मिक्कड़दक ताला दिम्मिकीड़ ताकुड़द ताळ तवोड्डद। दिम्मिक्कड़दक ताला दिम्मिकीड़ ताकुड़द ताळ तवोड्डद। उदनिद नगर दिन दिताम दिताम तोम तै तै नित्यानंद नाम सदा। उदनिधनाकृतिं दितां दितां तों तै तै नित्यानन्दनां सदा Apparubaasugai garam bajidi again nam Chatun Nithyananda Apparubaasugai garam bajidi again nam Chatun Nithyananda Kala mandira bahudam satsura mandala surabaja Kala mandira bahudam satsura mandalagi surabaja Venu basare amarda kundalike tarikirdaga vatkaja Venu basare amarda kundalike tarikirdaga vatkaja नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जागे नारद गण में उबर सत्या नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जागे नारद गण में उबर सत्या takuda tala ta voduda dimmi kedadaga tala dimmi keda takuda tala ta voduda udanida nagradinni ditam tom tai tai nithyanandanam sada udanida nagradinni ditam tom tai tai nithyanandanam sada apparubaasugai garam bagidi drimi mirdanga apparubaasugai garam bagidi drimi mirdanga नवाप सारंगी सितार किनरे अपरुबासुगई मुगर सिंगा नवाप सारंगी सितार किनरे अपरुबासुगई मुगर सिंगा बम्मता तैय तैय नक दिनाक नगरदिन भजन करे बम्मता तैय तैय नक दिनाक नगरदिन भजन करे उदनित नगरदिन दितां तों तै तै नित्यानन्दनां सदा उदनित नगरदिन दितां तों तै तै नित्यानन्दनां सदा दिम्मिकिडदग ताला दिम्मिकीड ताकुडदा ताला ता वोडदा दिम्मिकिडदग ताला दिम्मिकीड ताकुडदा ताला ता वोडदा उदनित नगरदिन दितां तों तै तै नित्यानन्दनां सदा उदनित नगरदिन दितां तों तै तै नित्यानन्दनां सदा अपरुबासुgai garam bajidi again nam Chatun Nithyananda अपरुबासुgai garam bajidi again nam Chatun Nithyananda ताल मंदिर बहुदाम ससुर मंडलगी सुरबाजा ताल मंदिर बहुदाम ससुर मंडलगी सुरबाजा वेणुवासरे अमृत कुंडलिके तारिकिडदग कुंडलिके तारिकिडदग वाटकजा नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जागे नारद गण में उबर सत्या नारद तुम्बुरु वैणव जागे
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the Guru is the ultimate teacher. Gurus are those who have given their entire life to attaining the state of Paramashiva, finding the one and only truth and teaching it to others. Listening and living by what the Guru says is the most ancient traditions in Hinduism. Beginning from when Paramashiva himself came down as Dakshinamurti, the Adi Guru, the primary Guru who taught the Rishis the truths of enlightenment. Gurus are enlightening beings. An avatar can be a guru, but not all gurus are avatars. The defining factor of an avatar is a conscious birth. The guru might have gained enlightenment while in his current, but that does not mean that they can remember the details of their birth word for word. There's no rule saying that gurus will be married or living the life of sannyas. Most often, however, the will of Paramashiva himself and which Leela he will play this time is up to him. In the end, the Guru is revered the utmost in Hinduism, even by Paramashiva himself. Because as the well-known verse goes, even if God stands in front of you, at this moment, you would not recognize him if not for the Guru. In Vedic tradition, the Guru is even greater than God because he is the one who introduces us to God. Bhagavan Paramashiva himself reveals that the reason why gurus happen on earth is finally out of the universe's own bottomless compassion for humanity. Paramashiva reveals in the Sarvajnanotara Agama, in the Vidyapada, the universal knowledge in chapter 2, about the direct blissful experience of absolute oneness with Paramashiva. The translation goes, this supreme discipline has been coming down through the continued lineage of the Guru from time immemorial. This is incomprehensible to all those who are affiliated to various systems, both religious and philosophical. This has been formulated for the attainment of the complete liberation from repeated phenomenon of birth and death. This is supreme in its kind and concerned with the ultimate benefit of all the souls. At the end of the day, Guru is respected more than God himself because he takes responsibility for uplifting the whole humanity. Out of his own grace and true compassion, he relieves human beings of the ache that they feel at the center of their soul. Perhaps you yourself have felt this pain, the same kind of pain when you feel you're missing a loved one that you haven't seen in a long time. The only thing is that you feel it existentially. Your whole being is missing the whole, the cosmos itself. Nothing in this world is satisfying you. You thought, maybe let's become successful and then let me become happy. But once you are successful, the pain is still there. But now you have wasted many years working for it. The pain pulls you back. You start wondering which way to proceed next. You start over again. The pain to be in oneness again is indeed the strongest motivation. It's the yearning. Its strength has led us through millions of years of evolution. Finally, you are here and living on planet Earth at the same time as the avatar of Paramashiva himself. So you have to decide, will this be the time you finally achieve it? It cannot be overemphasized how important a living avatar is. While doing tapas burns karma, it takes years or even lifetimes to get a breakthrough from the accumulated patterns, samskaras and karma that we have all been taking forever to fulfill. And of course, we are continuously forgetting. Forgetfulness is both a blessing and a curse. While we can forget all the different pains we've had from our past, we never remember why think we took birth in this earth in the first place. That is why the human population has increased so rapidly in the last few hundred years. Billions of souls are now mature, ready, awaiting the next evolution of consciousness. And our collective negativity has blinded us from the reality, which has caused so much of suffering. The only way is to burn the karma. This is the precise reason why the avatar is a necessity, not a luxury. Only an avatar can raise our kundalini to the point where he eradicates all of these samskaras, pains within our body. As the sutra goes from the Shiva Samhita, Shiva himself tells that, now I should tell you the best means of attaining success in yoga. The practitioner should keep it secret. It is the most inaccessible yoga. When sleeping goddess Kundalini is awakened through the grace of the Guru, when all the lotuses and bonds are readily pierced through and through. Therefore, in order that that goddess who is asleep in the mouth of the innermost hollow of the Sushumna be awakened, the mudras should be practiced with greatest care. This is the very Shastra Pramana from Shiva Samhita, verse 14, told by Shiva himself about Kundalini Shakti. This Kundalini Shakti can be equated to mitochondrial energy or adenosine triphosphate. This mitochondria is an organelle, a microscopic part within the cells of our body, depending on how much energy in the cells needs to expand. For example, a muscle cell might have at least 3 times the amount of mitochondria than a skin cell because of the function of a muscle cell. It requires more ATP than a skin cell. The mitochondria produce this energy in the process of cellular respiration. Kundalini Shakti can be only roughly equated to ATP. In the Hindu scriptures, there is a lot recorded which is about the capacity of Kundalini, and it does not match the extent to which the Kundalini can do, the ATP can do, sorry. The effects of the awakening have been recorded as well. Participants of a program called Inner Awakening, designed by Swamiji, by His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, were tested for how much energy the mitochondria in their cells was producing before and after the program. All participants had agreed to participate in the scientific experiment for a better understanding of why they are feeling so energetic. The results showed that after 21 days of spending time with the living avatar and sitting with him in different spiritual processes, as well as question-answer sessions, there was a shocking 1,300% of energy output in the mitochondria. Similar studies have been conducted on other meditation and yoga techniques and programs. However, none have produced this kind of result. No yoga, meditation, kriya technique done in any other form can produce this amount of energy in such a short period of time. Perhaps the secret to Kundalini is the power only the avatar can wield, since no other is capable of harnessing that very energy inside of us, that intense natural energy within us for happiness and joy. Swamiji, His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam, elaborated on the the energy which can give birth to life, which is in your root center. Whether you are male or female, your root center has energy to create life. Your spine consists of 3 tubes, 3 nadis or hollow tubes, called the Idagala, Pingala, and Shushumna. These 3 tubes are the basis of Vedic medicine. They are organs of the pranamaya kosha, helping to regulate the breath and the way the prana or life energy travels throughout the body. Swamiji has also said that the process is like this. 3 tubes are inserted into the mercury bowl. The tubes are your spine. The mercury bowl is the root center filled with the energy to create life. When you intensely send the prana through the 2 extreme tubes with high pressure, what will happen? Because of that pressure which you are sending, the mercury will rise through the center tube. That is Kundalini. The mercury at the root of the spine is the reproductive energy. The top of the tube is the third eye. Through this 2 tubes, if you send the air energy, the mercury will go up through the third tube to the top and where the Ajna Chakra opens. Then Swamiji has explained to us that when he does the initiation, he intensely infuses the prana energy through both nostrils, the Idagala and Pingala, and in that pressure, the center tube, the Kundalini Shakti, the life energy, reaches the crown center and it blossoms. The Ajna Chakra opens. The Ajna Chakra, of course, is nothing but the third eye, the door to the entire cosmos. The third eye, or Ajna Chakra, is the energy center within the body that can radiate a vast array of powers. The third eye, in specific, is the browsing center of the whole universe. It is an organ that functions as the command center between your consciousness and all matter. The limited cognition that we normally conceive is that our consciousness commands only the matter that houses it, the body. The higher cognition that Swamiji awakens within us, within you, is the understanding that if your consciousness can command the body, then it can command all matter. If it can command the hand that it can command, then it can command the air surrounding that hand. If it can command the air surrounding the hand, then of course it can command anything in that atmosphere. Like this, our power, the power of consciousness, is limitless. This foundation is the principle of oneness. And this is why the Ajna Chakra is called the seat of will by Swamiji himself. He declares that everything in the world that you want comes from your will, the Sankalpa. The higher your cognition about yourself, the more powerful your will is. This is straightforward logic for the most part. The more you see yourself like the universe, as expanded, as powerful, the more your will emulates the will of the cosmos. The more your will empowers you to create, sustain, and rejuvenate the Brahmanda. Now, how is the third eye awakened? In a process called Diksha, which is roughly equated to initiation, the avatar ignites that enlightenment process inside of you. After Diksha, you can assume that enlightenment seed has been put inside of you. All it has to do is grow. Bhagavan Paramashivoham himself has described the benefits and the process of Diksha eloquently in various scriptures. For example, in the Mulagama, he says, Dhyate jnana sadbhava kshiyante pashuvashanaha dhanakshapana samyukta dhikshatenaha kirtitha. That means that action which bestows enlightenment destroys 3 impurities, bondages of the self, anabhamala, karmamala, and mayi kamala. Feeling belittled, karmic baggage, and forgetfulness of one's original state is called Diksha, which bestows liberation. It is called so because it gives enlightenment and also takes away all the bondages. Then in the Kularnava Tantra, he describes Upapataka lakshani mahapataka kshanat dahati devesi dikshahi vidina krita. The diksha done as per the scriptural injunctions of the Agama removes in just one moment lakhs of minor incompletions and crores of major incompletions. In the Navaratneshvara, the scripture says, Sarva samapi dikshanam mukti phalam akhanditam avirodad bhavetyeva prasangyatsu bhuktaya. Indeed, the main benefit of all dikshas, the sacred initiations, is the fruit of mukti, enlightenment. As a side effect, all the worldly pleasures and enjoyments also happen. At last, in the Rudra Yamala Tantra, Paramashiva reveals that Devi Diksha Vihinyasya Nasiddhirna cha Sadgatihi Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Guruna Dikshito Bhavet. Meaning, O Devi, the one who has not received Diksha does not attain perfection, completion or liberation, nor a good future path. So by all intense efforts, one should become Dikshita, the initiated one by the Guru. If Paramashiva mentions something more than once, the importance is magnificent. Diksha is the greatest gift given to all beings by Paramashiva. Now, what is the process, you might ask? Diksha or initiation must happen from body to body with a simple, powerful touch. And of course, now with just Nayana Diksha, it can happen through just the avatar seeing you. When you connect to the avatar who is in the body, while you are alive, you are in Shaktipada. Bhagavan Paramashiva describes the Shaktipada in Kularnava Tantra. In the Kularnava Tantra, Chaturdhasa, 14th chapter, Paramashiva reveals to Devi the glory and secrets of the power of Diksha and initiation from the incarnation of Paramashiva. He also explains about Shaktipata. He says, Yatha kurmaha svat nyayana dhyana mantrena posayata veda dikshopadesascha manasah syat tatha vidaha shaktipatanusarena shishronugraham yatra shaktirna patati tatra siddhirjayate, which means merely by the remembrance on the part of the Guru, proficient in the Veda, this disciple has his incompletions severed.
This is highly intense initiation. The Diksha. Released from external activity, the disciple falls instantly. As per the Shaktipada, the descent of the grace from the Guru, which is the entanglement in oneness with him, a divine state arises in the disciple and he comes to know everything. As he says, Shaktipada is the most powerful enough to bring us to completion, to liberation, just by the remembrance of Swamiji, of the living avatar. Shaktipada is only available when the avatar is alive and breathing on planet Earth. All of us, all of the ages of suffering, the accumulated yearning of the society has its completion in his very presence. When we immerse ourselves in the divine mission, everything we do is Shaktipada. His Divine Holiness Swamiji has said that he himself, in his own life, as he writes this autobiography, he's just saying of his own life as he is writing, it is a long celebration. It's just a long celebration of Shaktipada. With this, let us all enter into that very space of divine remembrance of the Guru. We can take this time to write a sankalpa, a will, conscious will that we are taking up to be fulfilled upon having the darshan of Paramashiva. So, you can take this time and also sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Chant the Mahavakya and intensely carry that Satya Sankalpa in your being. Let us now chant the Mahavakya, enter into this process before having the darshan of Paramashiva himself. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shri Mahans, Mahans, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nithyananda Yogam participants, Nithyananda Hindu University students, E-Gurukul students and everyone watching live on Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlighten app, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now, Twitter and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, 8th day of the Avatara Dinam Brahmotsavam, Utsava Murti of Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam is gracing in the Leela Alankaram of Meenakshi Devi, reviving and teaching the science of Aushadha. Let's first offer our devotion and arati to Meenakshi Parashakti and then start the satsang.
अथ धूपः ॐ धूरसि दूर्वदूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वमस्त्वं देवानामसि सत्नितमं पप्रतमं ज्येष्ठतमं वह्नितमं देवहूत मम हृतमसि हविर्दानं त्रिगन्धस्वमाह्वा आमित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्ष्येर्माभिर्मा संविक्ता मा त्वाहि गुंसिजुम् सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाग्रापयामि। ॐ उद्दीप्य स्वजातवेदोपग्धुं निररितिं मम पशुगुश्चमस्यमावह जीवनं क्षतिशो दश मानो हि गुंसीर्जातवेदो गामस्त्वं पुरुषं जगते अभिद्रदग्न आगहि श्रियामा परिपातय। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। दीपं दर्शयामि। ॐ मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नस्तन्तोषधी मधुनक्तमुत्तोषसि मधुमत्पार्थिवगुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु मधु मधु। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुटोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भाषा सर्वमिदं विभाति। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। नीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि।
Today's message from Paramashiva from Sri Kailasa directly. Listen intensely, sincerely. Prajnanam Brahma. Listen, I'll repeat. Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnanam Brahma. Listen. Jnana, ultimate truths about Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. Ultimate truths about self, cosmos and God is jnana. That is jnana. Jnana mapped on your prajna, life. Your feeling alive, consciousness. How life is experienced by you. What experiences life in you. That is prajna. Jnana mapped on prajna is called prajnana. Listen. Listen. The ultimate truths, Paramasatyas, uncompromised ultimate truths about life, about existence, about death, about everything. Love, joy, suffering, sadness, enlightenment, depression, everything, about everything. Understand? Knowledge, the ultimate truths about everything. Ultimate truths about everything is jnana. That jnana mapped on your consciousness, your prajna, is called prajnana. Prajnana manifests as vijnana in the life. Listen. Prajnanam Brahma. Ultimate truths manifested, mapped in your prajna, in your consciousness, is Brahman, ultimate. I tell you, the ultimate truth, I give you the example. The ultimate truth is Paramashiva saying, let me become many to celebrate my existence. This is ultimate truth. That is the way Paramashiva decided to expand. When that jnana is mapped into your prajna, into your consciousness, it explodes extreme love, compassion. Understand? Absolute, deep, compassion-based love, and you work day and night, you go to any extreme to map this experience to others. Understand? I tell you, the way my enlightenment rushes to all of you as initiation, the way my Guru's enlightenment rushed to me as initiation, it is like Ganga flowing. Understand? I tell you. Jnana, the ultimate knowledge, when it is mapped on prajna, the consciousness, the way it manifests is prajnana. Prajnanam Brahma. Prajnana. Understand? Prajnana is such extraordinary joy. Prajnana is such ultimate experience. Prajnana is such wonderful way of existence. I tell you, Prajnana is possibility and power of every being, and enlightenment is possibility of every being. An incarnation is a possibility of the whole humanity. I am the expression of the possibility for the whole humanity. Understand? That is why when somebody supports my mission, they are blessed with so much of love, energy, powers, all the best things. When somebody tries to hurt, they go through so much of suffering, pain and karma. Because I am the great possibility of humanity. You need to know. You really need to know the possibility of humanity. Listen. Every knowledge, ultimate truth, when it is mapped on your prajna, it manifests as prajnana. And I tell you, listen, every ultimate truth, when it is mapped on your consciousness, it explodes as prajnana. Prajnana is the right strategy for your existence. You will not even be thinking and strategizing. It will be just consciousness. Vedas and Agamas are jnana, ultimate truths. When the Vedas and Agamas mapped on your prajna, your consciousness, it is called Vedanta and Agamanta. Understand? Vedas and Agamas are pure truths. When those pure truths, ultimate knowledge is mapped on your prajna, where the life is happening for you, that becomes prajnana, Vedanta or Agamanta. If you want to use in one word, Siddhanta, anything is okay. Listen carefully. This one example I gave, Paramashiva declares, let me become many to celebrate me. If you map that knowledge into you and see, your whole life you are doing only that. Whatever you think as you, your prajna, your life, your consciousness, your core beliefs, core experiences, core truths, core being. You go on multiplying that on multiple people, partially or fully, how much ever you can, and celebrate your own existence in everyone. That is why I said me expanding into everyone's me and me celebrating myself in everyone's me as together. Understand? When me puts me's, it becomes memes. New definition of memes. Enjoy. Alright, listen. Same way, map each great knowledge. When you map the Satya, ultimate truth of existence, I tell you, Paramashiva is a very positive, alive, living existence. He is not Shunya. He is not non-existence. Listen, alive, positive, Nithya, existing, eternal, real. Listen, when you exist as prajna, you should know the source of you exists as the ultimate prajna. Listen carefully. When you map the ultimate existence, positive existence of Paramashiva in your prajna, you evolve a grand prajnana called integrity. Listen. Every jnana mapped into your prajna manifests as prajnana. Understand? This truth I am teaching today is the basic formula, fundamental principle of power manifestation. Listen. Ultimate truths, jnana, mapped into your prajna, consciousness is prajnana. That prajnana manifests as reality in life called vijnana. When the ultimate knowledge by your existence, your ananda, Anandam Brahmeti, by your very substance and existence, your being and doing, and the space between the being and doing, all is absolute ultimate bliss. Anandam Brahma. Listen. The meaning of this word, Anandam Brahma, is by your existence, being and doing, and the space between being and doing, the whole is absolute ultimate bliss. When you understand Anandam Brahma, the jnana, and map it to your prajnana, it explodes as Nithyananda, blissful forever, and that leads to multiple beautiful lifestyle habits. Less food, less sleep, more life, more consciousness, more love. no need for external inputs to be blissful or joyful. Nothing needs to be added from outside. Nothing needs to be added from outside. Nothing can be added from outside. Listen. Nothing needs to be added to make you blissful. That manifests as swatantratva, means absolute liberation. Same way, jnana of eternal existence, Nityatva, is mapped into your prajna and becomes your prajnana. It manifests as absolute fearlessness. Understand? Nothing can be taken away from you. Nothing can be taken away from you. No system, no one can take anything away from you. Your existence celebrates its existence eternally, without even the ideas, doubts about even the possibility of perishing. Not just understanding Nayanam Chandan, means, as Bhagavad Gita says, that soul can never be cut by the sword and nor be burnt by fire or can be made wet by water. All that is one level. Even what you feel as you and your extension, your upadhis, even those qualities cannot be taken away when it is consciously decided by you. If you decided to live as a king, nobody can take away that from you. Jnana mapped into prajnana manifests as vijnana cannot be taken away by anyone. Nainam chindandi shastrani nainam dahati pavakaha nachainam kletayantyapo nasoshayati marutaha. Weapons cannot cut it, nor can fire burn it, water can wet it, and nor wind can dry it. Listen, this sloka, Bhagavad Gita, describes more like a quality of your existence. I tell you, one step further. If your quantity of your existence, upadhis, are also consciously mapped and chosen, if ultimate knowledge, jnana, mapped into your prajnana, and based on that prajnana, anything manifests as vijnana, cannot be taken away from you. I'll give you the example. The ultimate truth, Paramashiva, is real, is space. Maha Kailasa, Sri Kailasa is real. When I map that into my prajna and understand he is residing in my prajna and he is manifesting through this prajna and he is manifesting himself, his state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Maha Kailasa, Kailasa, Sri Kailasa, the Kailasa, his very presence, himself, absolutely, through this prajna. I just know Sri Kailasa, Maha Kailasa, the Kailasa happening in Bhuloka as Vijnana is the reality. It has to happen. It is happening. It has happened. Nobody can stop it. Because Paramashiva is manifesting. Because Paramashiva is manifesting, Mahakala Bhairava and Veerabhadra are protecting. Nothing can stop this manifestation. It has to manifest. It is manifesting. It is manifested. And it is just becoming reality and expanding. That's it. Understand, I tell you. Your quality of consciousness and even your upadhis your wealth, your relationships, your health, the way you want to exist, even all of that, if it is consciously the ultimate truth mapped on your prajna and became vijnana, jnana, became prajnana and became vijnana, cannot be taken away from you. Nobody can take it. Nobody can touch it. That's the truth. I tell you. I tell you. Go for the spiritual understanding and solution for everything in the life. And I want our Sangha to set a trend. How we demonstrate spiritual strength and solve all problems and crises. I want to tell you, when we read the Hindu history, I am sitting and studying day and night. When I read the Hindu history, I get so inspired. How absolute, intense spiritual life our ancestors have lived. I tell you, how the great ultimate jnana, truths are mapped into prajnana and became vijnana, reality, even during the worst crisis, wars, genocides, even during those moments, our ancestors had resilience, will, persistence to live the spiritual truth. words. Oh God. It's extreme inspiration, ultimate inspiration, I tell you. Paramashiva has commanded me. He has ordained and he is sustaining a great project called Time Capsuling Hinduism. We are beginning it. So with the grace of Paramashiva and Mahakala Bhairava and Mahavirabhadra, let's begin today with the blessings of Mahaganapati. With the blessings of Mahaganapati, Paramashiva, Parashakti, Kalabhairava, Virabhadra, Subramanya, Nandi, all the gods and goddesses of Mahakailasa. Let's begin this project, Time Capsuling Hinduism. Understand everything available on the planet Earth about Hinduism, whether books or digital files. Let us collect, organize legally and make it available to the whole world. Anybody want to contribute? You are welcome. Listen carefully. I'll repeat. Hinduism Time Capsule. This project is specifically for time capsuling the whole Hinduism, Hindu history, Hindu medicine science, Hindu religious theologies, Hindu spiritual sciences, Hindu law, Hindu administration, even anti-Hindu literatures, Hindu history, Hindu chemistry, Hindu biology, Hindu physics, Hindu cosmology, Hindu astronomy. Let's organize time capsule. Anybody want to donate books or palm leaves or anything you legally own and you want to donate it for this project, please, you are welcome to do so. We'll be happy to organize and make it available to the world in multiple ways, in multiple platforms. We'll make a Hindupedia. We already have Sanatana Hindupedia. We'll make this whole thing available in a very organized way. Time capsuling Hinduism, because when I studied the history, such an inspiration. Each kings, queens, Shivaji's son, Chhatrapati Shivaji, son, each of their history It is just extraordinary. If you want to volunteer for this project, time capsuling Hinduism, you are welcome. Please sign up kailasa.org/satsang. There is a form, Hinduism time capsule. Only when I started reading the Hindu history, I understood Hindu history is religious scripture, because they mapped the ultimate truths into prajna and lived as vijnana. What a power Chhatrapati Shivaji manifested. What a power Rajaraja Chola, Rajendra Chola manifested. God. Not just kings, even Vyasa. What kind of a brain? Each historical figures in Hindu tradition, I tell you, really, if you study Hindu history, you will have so much of not just respect, reverence, you will develop devotion to Hindu ancestors, because how powerfully they mapped that ultimate truths, jnana, into their prajna, consciousness, made it into prajnana and manifested as reality, vijnana. Nothing can be compared. Extraordinary. 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 I am sitting and studying. That's when Paramashiva commanded to do this time capsule. Project. Listen. Listen carefully. Understanding the eternal existence, the truth of eternal existence, what the sacred secrets Yamadharma gave it to Nachiketa. If you understand that knowledge and map it into your prajna, you will manifest the real courage, fearlessness, deathlessness, eternal existence. as your Vijnana, reality. You will realize nothing can be taken away from you. If ultimate truth penetrates and gets mapped into your prajna, consciousness, and manifests as reality, any result which comes as the manifestation of that reality cannot be taken away from you. Not only your life, even your wealth cannot be taken away from you. That's a truth. A practicing Hindu can think through and realize what I am saying is the truth in your life. Today I want all my devotees, disciples, followers do this as a small homework. Just few minutes. Map 5 ultimate truths into your life and see how it manifests as your quality. Jnana, prajnana, vijnana. Put 3 columns. Jnana, ultimate truth. Prajnana, mapping into your consciousness. Vijnana, how it manifests as your reality. I gave you multiple examples now. Jnana is Paramashiva deciding, let me become many to celebrate my existence. Prajnana is when you map that into your existence, you can see whatever you feel as you are constantly working only to multiply that and celebrate your existence. Vijnana, just see how your whole life is focused only on this. Just see how every jnana becomes prajnana and vijnana in your life. Anything consciously jnana becoming vijnana, prajnana and manifesting as vijnana cannot be taken away from you. This makes you absolutely fearless. Yes. Now, let's enter into Satsang. Listen. The essence of today's Satsang is prajna, jnana, ultimate truths getting mapped into your prajna, into your consciousness and manifesting as vijnana, reality, is enlightenment. And we already have Hinduismpedia website. We will time capsule the whole Hinduism into this Hinduismpedia.org. I tell you, anyone wants to volunteer, wants to be part of this project, you are welcome. I think we can do it. We can really do it. Organizing Hinduism and time capsuling Hinduism. So we can share it with the whole world. Yes, let's enter into meditation, the spiritual process today. Understand, listen to the cognition. Paramashiva is real. Sri Kailasa, his space is real. Your consciousness can manifest Paramashiva by declaring your integrity to him. Hold him in your consciousness and chant Mahavagya intensely Let him manifest Paramashiva's state, space, powers, being and superconsciousness in all of us. Let's start. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா நல்லவா என்றாலும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட ஏழாம் உடல்கள் தாண்டி நித்திய வாழ்வும் கண்டிட கேடான காலம் தன்னை வென்று நீலை நின்றிட தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா தீரான பாவம் பழி நீங்கி பெரும் வாழ்வினை கொண்டாட நித்யானந்த ஸ்புரணம் தனை நீங்கவா என்னப்பன் 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 அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளித்தவா என்னப்பன் அல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் தியானம் அளிக்கவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் ஞானம் அளிக்கவா என்னப்பனல்லவா என் தாயும் அல்லவா தன்னை உணர்த்திடும் ஞானம் அளிக்கவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா எங்கும் நிறைந்தவா எண்ணம் கடந்தவா பொங்கும் அருவியாய் ஆனந்தம் தந்தவா
नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा तुमको नित्यानंद वरलाला तुमको नित्य दिन दयाला तुमको नित्यानंद वरलाला तुमको नित्य दिन दयाला नित्यानंद अनंत नंतन नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा दयाल हरि परम दयाला दीन दयाल हरि परम दयाला नित्य रमण हरि गोविंद गोपाला नित्य रमण हरि गोविंद गोपाला दीन दयाल हरि परम दयाला नित्य रमण हरि गोविंद गोपाला नित्य रमण हरि गोविंद गोपाला अनंत नंतन नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा जय गुरुनाथा नित्य गुरुनाथा जय गुरुनाथा नित्य गुरुनाथा नित्य पुरीशा हर परमेशा नित्य पुरीशा हर परमेशा जय गुरुनाथा नित्य गुरुनाथा नित्य पुरीशा हर परमेशा नित्य पुरीशा हर परमेशा अनंत नंतन नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा नित्यानंद हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा तुमको नित्यानंद वरलाला तुमको नित्य दिन दयाला नित्य नट वरलाला तुमको नित्य दिन दयाला नित्यानंद अनंत नंतन नित्य हर हर बोल हरे ओम नित्य हर हर बोल हरे ओम बोलो हरे नित्यानंद गोपाल हर हर बोलो हरे नित्यानंद गोपाल नित्यानंद बोलो हरे नारायण 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 गोपाल हर हर बोलो हरे नित्यानंद गोपाल हर हर बोलो हरे नित्यानंद गोपाल हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा नित्य मनोहरा हर हर बोलो हरे भक्त मनोहरा तुमको नित्य नटवर लाला तुमको नित्य दीन दयाला तुमको नित्य नटवर लाला तुमको नित्य दीन दयाला नित्यानंद नित्यानंद नित्य हर हर बोले हरे ओम 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 परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी के परमहंस श्री 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 नित्यानंद स्वामी के
बन्धवे नमो नित्याय नाम तोषितानबद्धबान्धवे नमो नित्याय पामरेतर प्रधान बन्धवे नमो नित्याय कालभीत विप्रबाल पालते नमो नित्याय शूलभिन्न दुष्ट दक्ष पालते नमो नित्याय मूल कारणाय कालकालते नमो नित्याय पालयाधुना दयाल वालते नमो नित्याय इष्टवस्तु मुख्य दान हेतवे नमो नित्याय दुष्ट दैत्य वंश धूमकेतवे नमो नित्याय सृष्टि भव्य भव्य रूपते नमो नित्याय हेम मेदिनी धरेन्द्र चापते नमो नित्याय नाम मात्र दग्ध सर्व पापते नमो नित्याय कामनैकतान कृद्दुरापते नमो नित्याय ब्रह्ममस्तकावली निबद्धते नमो नित्याय चिह्नकेन्द्र कुण्डल प्रसिद्धते नमो नित्याय ब्रह्मणे प्रणीत वेद पद्धते नमो नित्याय जिह्वकाल देख दत्त पद्धते नमो नित्याय कामनाशनाय शुद्ध कर्मणे नमो नित्याय सामगान जायमान शर्मणे नमो नित्याय हेमकन्ति चाकचक्य वर्मणे नमो नित्याय कामजातुरांग लब्ध चर्मणे नमो नित्याय जन्ममृत्यु घोर दुःख हारिणे नमो नित्याय चिन्मयैक रूप देह धारिणे नमो नित्याय मन्मनोरथावपूर्तिकारिणे नमो नित्याय सन्मनोगताय कामवैरिणे नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे यक्षराजबन्धवेदयालवे नमो नित्याय दक्षपाणि शोभिकाञ्चनालवे नमो नित्याय पक्षिराजवागकृच्छयालवे नमो नित्याय अक्षिपालवेदभूततालवे नमो नित्याय दक्षहस्तनिष्ठजातवेदसे नमो नित्याय अक्षरात्मने नमाध्वडौजसे नमो नित्याय दीक्षितप्रकाशितात्मतेजसे नमो नित्याय अक्षराजवागते सदाङ्गते नमो नित्याय राजदाचलेन्द्र सानुवासिने नमो नित्याय राजमान नित्य मन्दहासिने नमो नित्याय राजघोरकावतं सभासिने नमो नित्याय राजराजमित्रता प्रकाशिने नमो नित्याय दीनमानवालि कामधेनवे नमो नित्याय सूनबाणदागकृत्कृशानवे नमो नित्याय वामराग भक्तरत्नदानवे नमो नित्याय दानबोधकारचण्डभानवे नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे सर्वमङ्गलाकुचाग्रशायिने नमो नित्याय सर्वदेवतागणातिशायिने नमो नित्याय पूर्वदेवनाश संविधायिने नमो नित्याय सर्वमन्मनोजभङ्गदायिने नमो नित्याय लोकभक्तितोऽपि भक्तपोषिणे नमो नित्याय माकरन्दसारवर्षि भाषिणे नमो नित्याय एकबिल्वदानतोऽपि दोषिणे नमो नित्याय नैकजन्म पापजाल शोषिणे नमो नित्याय सर्वजीवरक्षणैकशीलिने नमो नित्याय कीर्तनप्रियाय भक्तपालिने नमो नित्याय दुर्विदग्धदैत्यसैन्यदारिणे नमो नित्याय शर्वरीशधारिणे कपालिने नमो नित्याय पाहि मामुमामनोज्ञदेवते नमो नित्याय देहि मे वरं सिताद्रिगेहते नमो नित्याय मोहितर्षिकामिनी समोहते नमो नित्याय स्नेहितप्रसन्नकामदोहते नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे मङ्गलप्रदाय गोतुरङ्गते नमो नित्याय गङ्गया तरङ्गितोत्तमाङ्गते नमो नित्याय रङ्गरप्रवृत्तवैरिभङ्गते नमो नित्याय अङ्गजारये करे पुरङ्गते नमो नित्याय ईशितक्षणप्रदानहेतवे नमो नित्याय आहिताग्निपालकोक्षकेतवे नमो नित्याय देहि कान्तिधूतरौख पाशनाश नीलकण्ठते नमो नित्याय शर्मदाय वर्यभस्मकण्ठते नमो नित्याय निर्ममर्षि सेवितोपकण्ठते नमो नित्याय कुर्महेन तीर्णमद्विकुण्ठते नमो नित्याय विष्णपाधिपाय नम्र विष्णवे नमो नित्याय शिष्टविप्रहृत्कुपाचरिष्णवे नमो नित्याय इष्टवस्तु नित्यतुष्ट जिष्णवे नमो नित्याय कष्टनाशनाय लोकजिष्णवे नमो नित्याय अप्रमेय दिव्य सुप्रभावते नमो नित्याय सत्प्रपन्न रक्षण स्वभावते नमो नित्याय
ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। I bless you all. Let's all radiate with the state, space, powers, being and superconsciousness of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. So I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Hindus from around the world have begun standing up and raising their voices in response to the ongoing atrocities and murders of young Hindu sannyasis in the past month. The Palghar lynching was an incident that lasted several hours. 3 members of Juna Akara, including a senior Mahant, Kalpavriksha Giri Maharaj, who was aged 70 years. He had given his entire life in service, free service, serving the humanity, teaching peaceful lifestyle, teaching worship how to coexist peacefully with others. The well-known Mahant of 70 years was a very lively man and was beaten to death because he chanted Hindu mantras. He was killed because he wore vibhuti. He was murdered because he wears kumkum. Is there another reason? They were killed because they were Hindu saints. Shocking scenes surfaced from Kashi Sarvanya Pitam in Varanasi depicting a brutal attack on a Hindu temple and the defenseless young sannyasis maintaining the Devasthanam. In the early hours of June 6th, around 1:30 a.m., a large group of hired goons broke into Kashi Sarvanya Pitam in Varanasi and assaulted the male sannyasis sleeping there. The sannyasis' lives were threatened, deities of the temple were defiled, money and property was looted, and the premises vandalized.
They are not respecting even little bit of law. In the midnight, they come, they bring all the thugs, they broke this building, they tried to kill 5 sadhus, and they ran away. When the people gathered, they ran away. And they are still trying to do this. International community is watching. These people think nobody is watching. International community is watching and they will have to face them.
This is only the latest of a series of attacks involving the murder of young Hindu leaders over the past month. The live stream of the invasion and beatings of the sannyasis of Kashi Sarvanya Pitam caused quite a stir amongst the international community on social media. Many international residents responded by commenting on and sharing the live stream link and various videos. Others made supportive videos of their own condemning the ongoing targeted violence and lynching of young Hindu monks in recent weeks. Others responded by soliciting their local governments, international human rights organizations, and authorities within the Indian judicial system. The attack was accompanied by the attempted illegal demolition of the Sarvanyapeetham premises under the cover of darkness. This attack has history going back into last year when a similar assault was launched against Kashi Sarvanyapeetham in an attempt to destroy the establishment. Subsequently, a court order issued that the property must not be touched and no attempt to demolish the building would be tolerated. In direct violation of the court order, hired goons and local authorities invaded the premises under the cover of darkness and assaulted the sleeping sannyasis inside.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda.
Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam. Let's start the power manifestation with Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatītam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, let's start the power manifestation with understanding what is power manifestation. Power manifestation is nothing but a cognitive shift and can infuse powerfulness into any action or state that we are in. It raises the frequency of our body and mind to ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita. Here Bhagavan beautifully says, we know only the state of waking, dream and deep sleep. The Turiya state, the heightened intelligence, and Turiyatita state, the consciousness state, we can achieve that when we map into our Prajnana. The Satya getting mapped into her Prajna simply becomes the Vijnana. The beautiful thing happens when we manifest powers. Here, Paramashiva himself have beautifully given us the beautiful power manifestation signs. Next, Paramashiva, who is a living being, he is Ajomuha, beyond the form and formless. Satyojata, Vamadeva, Agora, Tatpurusha, and Ishana, doing the Panchakritya of manifestation, sustenance, regeneration, delusion, pulling us out of delusion, and liberation. Constantly, we are into the space of oneness with Paramashiva, manifesting the Big Bang and black hole. Paramashiva, who has come down as Bhagavan, as our Guru, is giving us the signs of our manifestation. Next. His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam is an avatar from Hinduism and a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. He has made the science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university user-friendly for the modern world. He has survived the worst persecution in multi-level by anti-Hindu element and Kailasha led by His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam and his Hindu diasporas are working for global peace. His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam is a founder of Nithyananda Hindu University, which has extended campus in 150 countries. He is 293rd Guru Maha Samnidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita and Swargapura Adinam and Maharaj of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. Next. He has given the science of our manifestation to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. The Shastra Pramanas are the eternal, unchangeable truths revealed in the Hindu source scriptures, the Veda Agamas. Apta Pramanas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhas who are the authority of Hinduism. The Vedic Rishis have scientifically tested and verified the science of our manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatars who land on the physical plane, physical body in the planet Earth to raise the humanity into a new conscious level. Bhagavan, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Millennium Avatar personal experience of each power manifestation is Leela, where he comes down in a human form with a plays the human mind and ferociously breaks the boredom and tiredness and raises as superconscious being. Shakshi Pramanas are the millions of devotees, disciple followers who are initiated by Bhagavan himself into the science of our manifestation. Today we'll see the Shastra Pramana.
The Shastra Pramana for the power of consciousness over matter, silicon, is taken from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. Kvachid vastuni vinyasya shanai drishtim nivartayet tajnanam chitta sahitam devi shunyalayo bhavet. Kvachid vastuni vinyasya शनैर्दृष्टिं निवर्तयेत् तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवि शून्यालयो भवेत्.
Yes, in this slide, Bhagavan has given from Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 120, Dharana 95. He's given the translation for consciousness over matter. Having fixed one's eye on a particular object, vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from the object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of that object along with the thought and impression of it. Then, O Devi, one abides in Sunya, the state where there is nothing other than this exists, which is the state of all-inclusive infinity. Bhagavan beautifully said about Sunya, it's not something empty, but it is all-inclusive and infinity. Here he beautifully describes the state, how if you look at the flower, you understand the flower as a object which has fragrance, which has smell, which has texture, which has color, which has some form that you give the idea that it is a rose, it is a jasmine. That knowledge, when you eliminate that knowledge and the thought and impression of it, when the minute we see a rose, then we see the plant we remember in our friend's house. Then we remember how the friends started building that house and going on the thought currents behind the plant that we are talking about. When we eliminate the outside perception and the inside identity of what all we have on that object, we simply fall into the space of Sunya, which is all inclusive and infinity. It is so beautifully said by Bhagwan how the Rajaraja Shora, how Vyasa, how they map the Satya, the ultimate truth, into their prajna. And that becomes the Vijnana when he says the outer identity and the inner identity is given up. Just the space of Paramashiva is the only resource. When we start living that as our ultimate reality, then the whole new definition, cognition shift happens, the identity shift. Cognition shift is the identity shift. How when we were a baby and then we grew up into a boy or a girl and then a adult. Same way the identity change happened there. We know that we are no longer baby. Bhagavan says that itself a death. How we have transformed from a baby to a boy to a adult. Same way when the cognition shift happens beyond the outer identity, which is we constantly think we are separate from the whole, and the inner identity which is attached to our mind, constantly giving data to that mind and living our mind of thoughts. Giving up the outer identity and the inner identity, we fall into the space of restful awareness, the deep Paramashanta space, which is the space, O Devi. Whenever he calls, in all the sutra, he says, O Devi. He's referring to each one of us and says, one abides in Sunya, the state where there is nothing other than this exists. When we come to a conclusion that who is projecting this inner identity, who is projecting the outer identity, when we come to that conclusion that the source is what is manifesting as reality, as inner identity, as which is projected as inner, which is illusion, which is projected as outside, as delusion. How Bhagavan beautifully gives, when the movie is played, the screen is what is showing the movie, but we forget the screen and we watch the movie. When we are so engrossed the movie, we forget it. But we remember it is on the screen when we get into an intense situation that, oh, it's only a movie. Only in that moment we wake up to the reality. Same way here he beautifully says, when you decide that the Satya is mapped into your prajna, it becomes the consciousness. Prajna is your consciousness. It becomes the Vijnana, the ultimate reality. You become the superconsciousness. When you hold the highest as your reality, you can map it to your conscious space. Simply you manifest your reality. Here, beautifully, the same sutra, Bhagavan has given this explanation. Let's go to the Apta Pramana. Next. Apta Pramana, Ramakrishna Paramahamsar beautifully lived with Kali. He lived with Kali in such a beautiful way that he literally saw her as a little girl who he fed, dressed her, spoke to her, even she spoke back to him, and they lived like the deity who was in the stone was responding to everything, because Ramakrishna Paramahamsar, he saw the deity, he experienced the deity in human form. He literally knew that deity was not in stone, and stone does not talk. Oh, the stone, he did not have the knowledge or the thoughts, inner or outer identity about the stone. He only had the deep surrender and feeling connection that the ultimate started happening to him. Next, we'll go to the Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana, many of you know the story of Ganesha. Bhagavan was given a gift of Ganesha, a small deity, by his father for his birthday. And when he heard the Nambiyada Nambi story, where he sacrifices his life for feeding the Ganesha, and Ganesha ate the Naivedyam, which was offered by the small kid when he had such a deep feeling connection that he was ready to do anything for Ganesha to take the Nevedyam offering. Same thing, Bhagavan comes and does the same thing to his Ganesha. He tries first to threaten Ganesha, like plays the leela of a human mind and a human person. How we only threaten our parents or people when we are not able to function properly. Same way he was making the threaten of Ganesha to eat, but then he realized and played the beautiful signs how ferociously when we are breaking our boredom and tiredness, we can experience the ultimate. Having the will persistence that Bhagavan knew Ganesha ate for Nambi and Nambi, he will eat for me. I know for sure. Ganesha also played the Leela with Paramashiva and waited for 2.5 days. Bhagavan did not sleep. Bhagavan did not eat. Why he did this as a child, as a very small child, why he did that? To show us how ferociousness is required to break our boredom and tiredness and experience the ultimate. And Ganesha, after 2.5 days, took the Nevedyam and ate it completely. Bhagavan's Leela of this gives a very strong message. The will persistence, very clear, I am manifesting the power. Second, I have the will persistence. I'm going to wait till it happens. I'm not going to give up on it. I am very sure and I know Ganesha will take my offering. He is in the Achavatara. He is a living deity and he's the Bholenath. He simply comes when I call him Om Ganapati Paramburale. He simply lands and simply takes the offering. Next, the Shakshi Pramanas. We have millions of devotees have experienced and witnessed that Ganesha or any other deity taking the offering because of the initiation from Bhagavan. We can simply experience this ultimate reality. When you're filling with oneness, Shaktipada with Bhagavan, simply you can experience the ultimate reality. Now let's go to the instruction. Today, you can have Ganapati in every homa or every puja, even making the Nevedyam for the deities in all the temples. They make a small mound out of turmeric and keep it in a corner and they worship that as Ganesha before starting. If you have a deity, wonderful, you can pick up Ganesha deity. You can have juice, milk, nectarine milk, which is added with honey, organic honey, or you can have some solid food. You can have everything in your plate in front of you and you can feed the Ganesha. If you don't have Ganesha deity, you can have any other deity also. If you don't have any deity, you can have the Atmamurti digital photo also. You can feed and simply you will see the consciousness is powerful more than the matter. Simply it becomes the energy and it is accepted by the Acha Avatara. When Bhagavan lands and gives the darshan, he is Nija Avatara. When deity lands and take the offering, he is Acha Avatara, taking the offering from all the disciples of Bhagavan. So let's go to the instruction now. Let's sit straight, head, neck and spine in a straight line for Kundalini energy to raise to your Agnya. And remember Bhagavan. Again and again, you remembering Bhagavan in your third eye is liberating. Absolute unclutching from your outer identity and your thoughts, your inner identity. And declaring Paramashiva is my only strength. And complete integrity with that who you are. You are the ultimate. You are Paramashiva and that is your only strength. Not your thoughts, not your planning or whatever the thoughts is doing or your outer projection of what you can do, but who is giving the power to all this? The source, resource, Paramashiva space in you, your inner space, is your ultimate integrity with Bhagavan. And experience the oneness, the Shaktipada. Oneness is who you are, how much you feel as a male, female. Feel that you are Paramashiva. First, you declare that you're manifesting, you declare your Paramashiva, then only you start experience a little by little by little. Like a seed breaking into a banyan tree will happen only if the seed decides. If the seed says, please show me the banyan tree, only then I will open up, it will never open up. So the seed has to open up first. First, we have to declare, I am Paramashiva, I am in the oneness with Paramashiva and experiencing Paramashiva as my ultimate reality. And chant the Mahavakya to raise the frequency, to hold the space so the thoughts are not constantly troubling us. Contemplate on what Bhagavan said about Prajna and Prajnana and Vijnana and chant the Mahavakya again and again. Literally your whole being vibrates. If you stop listening to chanting, again start. Deep listening, chanting loudly, and absolute unclutching, and the darshans, the beautiful initiation and darshan that we receive, hold that in your inner space. Let's start with chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll have 11 minutes now, oneness capsule and Mahavakya. Please chant and start feeding the Ganesha.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Paramashivoham. the power in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
सर्वांगी सुंदर उडशे रुराची कंठी झळके माळ मुक्ता फळाची जय देव जय देव जय देव जय देव जय मंगल मूर्ती हो श्री मंगल मूर्ती दर्शन मात्रे मन कामना पूर्ती जय देव जय देव गजानन सर्वतमन
Let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the power in all of our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, if you have experienced Ganesha taking the offering, Nevedya, and leaving the prasada for you, that's beautiful. If you have recorded, please go ahead and we'll upload it at the end of this session. Right now, we'll have another session of another round. Please make sure you record all this. These moments are ultimate. Bhagavan Ganesha himself coming and taking the offering. Paramashiva in the form of Ganesha, the Acha Avatara, is taking your offering. So record this. You will be simply seeing the ultimate happen. Even your Atmalinga, you can take it and feed something. As you feed, make sure there's no spilling. When you record it, check there is nothing in the bottom. There's no capillary effect or any other spilling which happens on the plate. That is why we have a plate under, then you can see whether there is anything spilling. So that there is no self-doubt in the whole thing. The self-doubt is the only thing which brings us again and again whether Ganesha is real, will he accept for me, and is the time enough? For Bhagavan beautifully says, for us to manifest, it takes only 3 seconds. How much we take time to lift our hand, that much only it takes to manifest a power. We have given 3 minutes for us to get connected and start chanting, raise our frequency to the level of Ganesha. Again and again, intensely surrender. If he has not taken, have the will persistent. Very clearly see Ganesha taking the offering. Do not say, oh, I'm not manifested. First, you declare the manifestation. You declare your Ganesha taking the offering. and then you will simply see it as manifestation in your reality. Once you declare in your cognition, it has to become reality. What you hold inside as a perception or as what you understand is the perception that you're going to see in the outside. So we're going to have another 10-minute cycle. Wipe everything clean. Again start recording. So beautifully call Om Maha Ganapati Paramporule. The bija simply awakens in you and connects you to the highest reality. Bhagavan, Paramashiva himself makes the Ganesha take the offering that you have. And let's start the second cycle for 10 minutes. Intensely chant the Mahavakya. Contemplate. Bhagavan beautifully said, when you start having your Satya, your ultimate truth, and map it to your consciousness, Prajna, it will become Vijnana, the reality. So when you know that you are experiencing Ganesha coming and taking your offering, it will simply have to become reality. How intensely you're holding that inside you, that intensely you can see it in the outside happen, because Bhagavan has initiated all of us to experience Ganesha, the real Ganesha. He will be there to take the offering that you're offering. You can see that even on a screen, Kalabhairava simply took the liquid that was offered and there was no spill. It's amazing how that possibility is there in all of us. So let's start again for 10 minutes. Have the oneness capsule and chant deeply the Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eye. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Vani open up. Manifest in all of us.
Paramashivoham, 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 Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up.
Yes. This is for the social media for Nithyananda TV, Facebook and YouTube. If you're part of the Paramashivam program, please make sure you update the poll. Every time you share your experience, even updating the poll and updating the HDH page event, you are declaring your identity as Paramashiva. Again and again, we go on posting our inner space as Paramashiva again and again by sharing the detail. We start manifesting that as our reality. And when you cause others reality, the ultimate reality, as their reality, it simply expands you. When you update all these, it is for you who is manifested the understanding into cognition. It is we who pull ourselves out of delusion and we who get liberated. Paramashiva in us is waiting for us to come to that space, and he simply manifests as reality when we start sharing, enriching and causing. That is why that is part of our manifestation. Everybody thinks that we just chant, it just happens and that's enough. We don't have to record, we don't have to post, we don't have to do anything. But attesting again, this has happened as our reality. So when we keep on repeating that this has happened to me in reality, to others, we are actually resonating with our consciousness that this is my cognition. Because sometimes people say, oh, it happened 2 days, but now it is not happening. That is because they're not sharing, enriching and causing others. If you share in tinyurl.com/powermanifestation, if you're manifested, and share that with others, bringing more people to the satsang, to the initiation, even they can experience the one-day program Paramashivam. Each day is completely a one-day program. They can just attend any one day of Paramashivoham and experience their reality. It is completely free, and Bhagavan has opened up the ultimate space for all of us to experience the ultimate again and again and again. We take 14 to 20 years to do some outside world education. Here, spending few minutes every day with Bhagavan and manifesting these powers as our reality and sharing that with others, which takes even less than few minutes, and causing other reality to make them come to these programs, the satsangs, the Kailash Courtyard, simply expands our reality. So make sure you share in tinyurl.com/power manifestation your powerful cognition and your power manifestation. With that, let's surrender all the powerful cognition and power manifestation to Bhagwan's lotus feet. Whenever we manifest the powerful cognition or power manifestation, surrendering to Bhagwan again and again our identities, we raise more into the space of Paramashiva in us. Again and again, request Bhagwan with a deep seeking and gratitude. Thanks for showing me this reality. Please manifest it as my existential reality. How I live, how I cognize, let me experience only you as my reality. Request deeply and Bhagwan will simply make it happen. With that, let's end the session with the Purna Mantra. Let's sit straight and visualize Bhagwan in your third eye. And let's chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating. Make sure all your family and friends come for the Kailash Courtyard and Darshan. And if possible, please share the link of Paramashivoham. They can attend any one day for free and they can experience the ultimate. Thank you, Nithyanandam.